Hello, this is your RPG Archivist. The best laid plans of mice and men, folks. I had a video that was supposed to go up on BitChute and YouTube, and I realized that I had something that probably shouldn't go up on YouTube in one of the pictures. Just to be on the safe side, I decided to shoot another video. Also, Myrmidon Press. Myrmidon Press. Sounds like a it sounds like a creature from the Fiend Folio, doesn't it? Probably is. I don't know. I kept saying Meridian. It's not Meridian. I don't even know if that company exists, but this Myrmidon is where this book comes from. And since that other video is not going up on YouTube, I feel like I'm going to have to start all over again. So, WitchCraft was the first of the Unisystem games ever made by C.J.Carella, a well-known game in the well-known name in the industry. And he up and decides, you know what? I'm tired of working for other people. I'm going to make my own. I'm assuming Myrmidon Press was his own creation. Because they've only ever made WitchCraft and Armageddon, which later went to Eden Studios. I'm going to tell you right up front, folks, if you have the Myrmidon version of WitchCraft, you also have this version of WitchCraft, because I've been through both. There isn't much difference. There really isn't. I will say, though, that I like the full-page art spreads in this book. They're pretty good. When you have the pages big like this, you could see a lot more of the artwork. This is a 90s style of artwork. This was released in 96. There are some, I guess, some similarities to World of Darkness. I mean, it's like an urban fantasy, urban horror setting like World of Darkness. Came out about 3 years after Mage the Ascension. So, World of Darkness already had a head start on this game. But that's not to say this game is lesser than that. This is a good game. I love Unisystem. It's still my favorite system. Really is. Here's a feature of all Unisystem games. Archetypes. If you don't want to create a character from scratch, you choose yourself an archetype. And right here we got the Wicca Healer of Nature, Wicce Private Eye, Rosicrucian Stage Musician, Rosicrucian Troubleshooter, Bast Alley Cat, Sentinel Warrior Scholar, and Ghost Hunter. Oh, I like Seer Fugitive. You got little art pieces with each of them. Unfortunately, the Unisystem version doesn't have the art pieces with the archetypes, which is unfortunate. Now you may have heard me, yeah, you did hear me just say Wicca and Rosicrucian and blah, blah, blah. Those are covenants. And I passed up the covenants in this book. You know what? Let's go on to the Unisystem version. It's a little easier for me to handle. Covenants. Let's see if I can get to them without... There we go. Get through the fiction. This is a point-based system, by the way. And, basically, you build your character with a number of points. Character associations. Wicca. These are your wise women of old, or wise men in some cases. These guys know the old ways. Their general philosophy is do no harm. The Rosicrucians, on the other hand, they like to bend magic to their own will. Their philosophy is it really depends on your emotional state when casting. Those are your two arcane organizations. Then we have the Twilight Order. These guys talk to ghosts. And let's see, I bet I passed some up. Yeah, I sure did. Well, I'll just tell you, there's the Cabal of Psych, and those guys have a special kind of, you know what, the Covenants come out easier over here. I don't know why I didn't just start here. They are your psychics. They have a very specific type of magic. It's easier to use, but a little more limited. And of course, you also have, come on, where are they? Your Sentinels. And think of them as your D&D clerics, only more militant in this day and age. Oh, well, here we go, the Sentinels. And Twilight Order, and Cabal of Psych. Where are the Solitaires? Well, they've got Solitaires too. Those are the ones that don't really fit in to any particular organization. Okay, so we got point-buy system. You can make your character from scratch or use the archetypes. I'm going to show you real quick one of the character sheets. Attributes. Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, perception, and willpower. And they make some derived attributes or secondary attributes. Life points, endurance points, speed, and essence. Essence is effectively your magic points in this game. Life points are hit points, endurance points. They go up and down and they measure exhaustion. The system is simple. You're taking your attribute plus your skill, and you roll in a d10, adding the score and shooting for 9. Now this has an exploding dice system. You roll a 10, then you get to roll the 10 again, subtract 5, add it to your score. If you roll a 1, you roll your d10 again, subtract 5, and subtract it from your score. Because you get levels of successes and failures. So it may look like you're going to do really well, but there's still a chance you're going to mess up. Bring your attention to the back. WitchCraft is a complete role-playing game with rules to create gifted and mundane characters, an overview of a modern world beset by supernatural danger, and the Unisystem, a set of game rules that can use dice, cards, or be completely story-driven to fit the needs of your gaming group. Cards, remember that for a future video. It's really this is the beginning of the Unisystem. It's going to be a toolbox in later editions, especially when it hits into Eden Studio territory. Love these covers, by the way. Love the art. Anyway, I've noticed that my videos are a little bit long. The one I post on BitChute ended up being like 20 minutes. Actually, it would have been 20 minutes if it hadn't cut me off. For some reason, my phone started overheating again. I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, this is the first video, or technically the second video, in a whole series of videos for October. I always said that if I was going to do YouTube videos or post videos, I don't know, what is the generic term for somebody who posts videos online? Is there a term that's other than YouTube or BitChute? I don't know. Something the equivalent of Game Master as opposed to Dungeon Master. Anyway, Halloween is like my favorite holiday, and October is my favorite month. So you're going to get a whole month of horror RPGs, and they're all going to be somewhat tied around to each other. So anyway, that's going to sum everything up. This has been your RPG Archivist, and I will catch you later.